Welcome to stockmarketfunding.com. It is 8/1/2010 at 10:36 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I hope that you're having a very enjoyable Sunday. What we're going to talk about is the Morgan Stanley Retail Index and the various different things. And this is the actual index right here, MVR.X. Basically, that's all of these retail stocks in here, and you can see how the money had come back into the retail stocks. Okay, they're all right in here, and it's a safe haven for fund managers to park money in, because as long as they think that the consumer is not going to shut down and stop spending, then it's a great place that the retail sector keeps kicking. The retail sector is a sector, and it has a business model to it with the consumer. And we do teach you a lot about how sectors and businesses work within their business environment and their business structures, particularly when you're investing to the long side or selling short to go down, or whatever you're doing with the equities that are involved in this index. One thing that we are going to make very abundantly clear is they do have options and they do have strike prices. Okay, once again, I will highlight it: Morgan Stanley Retail Index, MVR.X. The other thing is to find the bear ETFs related to this index, the bull ETFs related to this index, and then the skill, and then here are the options. So there are lots of ways to trade this index. And what I have here now, and we'll come back to the options chain, is that right now on a weekly chart, when we sold off, we rallied all the way up to that top to 220 in the index and dropped like a rock. And basically, when we had the stimulus packages in full swing, that worked quite well. Meaning that at the bottom of the financial crisis, we had several stimulants that came in the economy and so forth and whatnot. And, you know, the retail index, the retail stocks that you and the stores you shop in executed well in their business model. Now we put a top in the index. But look at here. That's a fat haircut off of this index. The top of the index, when we were telling people to short it, it went right up to the top with the Dow and the broader markets and then failed. It's only had a 2-week rally off of the bottom. It's lagging the rally this time. It's not leading the rallies like it did here, and leading rallies like there, and leading rallies kind of like when I talked about small cap. Leading rallies and financials. Go look at all the other videos. I already did them. I'm on this one now. The 10-week moving average. We have a SMF bear trend. We have the SMF bear analyzer, 10 weeks below closing price, below the 10-week. That's that blue line. Now we are challenging that the 10-week is starting not to decline as much, but resistance remains there. And you had a bottom here in that index from that pullback. This is that weekly bottom consolidation. The only thing that we're not seeing here, and the reason why it should be leading the rally, is because the consumer is the one that spends money in those areas. And Wall Street wants to see the consumer spending money. Corporations have been spending money. It shows up in the earnings reports in July. But look at here. That's the resistance. It's still a bear trend. StockMarketPunting.com has a bull and bear trend mathematical analyzer. And it's used for high net worth people, traders, our investors that invest. They need to know how weak and strong things are, and it's something that you could get educated on. If you lack in the education, then come and sign up and get to know us at StockMarketFunding.com. We'll address it. Basically, the Morgan Stanley Retail Index is not leading the rally, and look at here. We got to see this one performing better outside of these other indexes that I've been showing. These are your 4 indexes. I've been showing other ones, but you need to rally, and you're not. So you want to see this lead as part of the rally. You can also sign up for our video management services. We have video management services that by looking at your portfolio, we can go through there. We can do a thorough analyzation, and you can use our analyzer tool, and basically our system will analyze your weekly moves and your monthly moves as to how high your equities or indexes or how low they will go for the complete year. I would get involved with that. So, and it's free to come find out. Then you can give your opinion after we show you, not before. Thank you. As far as that 10-week must flatten out, which it will if it does, and we get a closing price above it, that would be bullish. The weekly bar right here is called the SMF weekly bar. If I can stay on a closing basis and consolidate, that is more bullish than bearish, and it would support either you're going to break up or you're going to break down. The 10-week must flatten all the way out, must be flat. Better yet, if it looks like this pink line, which is the 50-week moving average rising, that would be better. So right now, that's a short-term resistance. There's a weekly sell signal. Let us not forget that. I'm not going to go into a lot more. Chart is damaged in a bear trend. It's going to take some doing to get it back into the SMF bull analyzer trend. Mathematically, I'm looking on my other system, and it really doesn't look to be, there's a lot of work to be done on it, but you want to see this in small caps lead the way, along with financials and true bull trending markets.